Okay, good day once again, everyone. Thank you so much for your patience. This is the tutorial I promised that I will record for you, right? I promised that I'm going to record this particular tutorial for us, and that is why I'm recording this. So I want us to stay put, and then because of other classes, you can ask a question. Maybe you don't understand anything, you can put up a question in the community, so we'll be able to answer you. So please, let's do well to ask our questions. So what you are seeing on your screen is like what I'm talking about, 3D effects, and then like this test you are seeing now is 3D effects. How do we style our designs? You can see light flares like this lightning around this work. These are styling effects. If you look at the faces of these pastors here, you can see how maybe rough. This is like the reigning thing when it comes to design. And from what we've been talking over time, you can see the fonts are not much. You can see the fonts, they did not use over plenty fonts. They are just simple and beautiful font that they've used, and you can see the styling is so beautiful. So I want to just share a brief of how this we can get this test effect, right? Of recent, there is a project that just concluded in for one spirit, that is Mr. Theophilus. So like I briefed us, I made the design, the flyer, and we made some other designs regarding the meeting. These are some of the designs that I made regarding the meeting, and this is the very last one that I just made, and you can see this. So these are some of the designs, and some of these things I'm going to share are some of the things I use. The styling, you can see the light effect, then you can see something like fire here, and you can see the same thing, and that and that and that. Okay, so these are some of the designs from this. So he will be in Manchester. I also made this design. Maybe you must have seen it online. So I also made this design just for the meeting. So you still see the styling effects in the imaging, flag coming in, the lightning in the design and all that. Then the theme, you can see that this design has a theme. The theme of this design is roughly like the UK flag. You see the blue, you see the light, the red color, and all that. So for today, I'm going to show you this. So the first thing to do, like I told you from initial time, for me, I design with both Photoshop, and I design with CorelDRAW. CorelDRAW is my major. I use Photoshop for my styling. So I want you to pay close attention. There is a free platform that we download things, freepik.com. If you've been following our classes, we've been saying about this, you must have come across it in course of our classes. So it's free. You can download materials from there. And there's another platform I never introduced you guys to. I will mention it now. The name is Flat Icons, Flat Icon, flaticon.com, and then freepik.com. Flaticon.com is where you go, you download icons. Let's say you need location icon, any icon at all you need. They have millions of icons in this particular place. So anything you want, they have many icons for free. So they have many icons for free. You can go to flat icons. You can download your icons for free. Millions of icons here for free. All you just need is come here, search anything you want to search. Let's say location. You want to put your location in your design. You want to add location icon. All you just need to do is to search for it. Going out location icon. You just download it here as PNG. You choose anyone you want. It's for free. You download it and use. So back to where I wanted us to do is freepik.com. freepick.com. Look at it, freepick.com. So when you come to freepick.com, they have a whole lot of things. So what we need, what we actually need is like a template, because people have designed these things. They've created this test effect for you. So all you just need is go there, download this test effect, then put your own and then use it to design. So that is basically what we are doing. So let me go and say 3D silver test effect. So let me search, and what I'm looking for specifically, you can see many of them are already showing. What I'm looking for specifically is PSD file. This PSD file is Photoshop design. So what I need is Photoshop test, because I will edit this test on Photoshop. So I need to be specific, so that I'm going to download that of Photoshop. And when I download that of Photoshop, it's easier for me to go and edit it on my Photoshop. So you can see many of them are here. The ones that have this gold crown are the premium ones. So you can just go and say, okay, license. You can go and see free ones. When you click on free, so it will filter this thing for you. So you only see the free ones. So there are many of them. If you keep going down, you see many of these test effects, and you can just go pull out what you want, and then use. Okay, so back to our this thing. You can see there are many of them. There are many test effects. So I don't know the one to even use. Okay, let's pick this guy. And then we'll download it. Okay, let's pick this guy. Let me download this. So I'm downloading it now. Look at it, it's downloading now. So this is like 15 MB, so it's not even much. Some of them are bigger, but if you go, you see more. It mustn't be the same font. What we are going to do is that we are going to design what we want, and then we'll now take it over to this place and then use it for our design. I love this. Let me just use it also. This dove, I love this dove. Maybe I will use this dove for what we are going to do. So let me go to the where I downloaded this thing to. Yes, let me pick it up. Let me pick it up and drop it here on my download. So this is the file. So I'm going to unzip it. Let me unzip the file. So I've unzipped it. This is the unzip file folder. So this is like the image of how it will look like. Then this is the Photoshop image. So let me close this. I want to close some applications, so I'll be able to run my Photoshop very well. Okay, so this is the Photoshop file. Why this is the picture? So let me open the Photoshop file. I'm opening the Photoshop file. Then let me close this once again. So the Photoshop file is opening. So back to our CorelDRAW. What you are going to do is that you are going to export this your test. It can be the theme of your meeting. You know, you design it from our previous class. You are going to design your theme. For instance, this grace to build is a theme. The wind of the spirit is another theme. You can see this, the trials of faith. You can see another one, mountain. This is not readable. This font, I can see mountain. This one is difficult for me to see. I can't really get it. So when you are designing, try to use fonts that is legible, that people can understand easily. Me that is looking at this thing, I don't understand this. Maybe someone else understand, but me, I don't understand it. But I'm seeing the mountain, but this second one is not legible. So then this is my worship testimony. It can be maybe the theme that you want to use. So this is where we are. So let me just pick this text, spark. So this is what I have, and most times you can export it in any color, but I like using black to export. So let me go and look for fonts that looks exactly like this. I think I installed this type of font of recent. This particular font, I installed it of recent. Okay, this is loading now. It's loading currently. Okay, so the font I installed it newly, so I don't know the name yet. By now I've been seeing something like this Spark font in my PC. Okay, I think I've seen it. This is it. I installed it of recent. So this is the font. This is like the first time I'm using it, like using. So this is roughly what I want. Maybe I'm using this as the theme of my meeting. So what I'll do is that I've cut it. So I'll just open a new page, then I'm pasting it. This is not Photoshop. I'm still in my CorelDRAW. So this is black color. It's my black color. So, okay, so this is my CorelDRAW. Um, yeah, go and sit down. Go and sit down now. Don't touch it again. Sit down there and watch it. Okay, so this is CorelDRAW. So I'm going to export this my theme. Let me assume I've finished working on the theme of the meeting in my design. So what I'll do is I'm going to export it as PNG. You can see there is no background, so I will export it Ctrl E to export it as PNG. Spark. So I will export it as PNG file, and then I'll return to, okay, this the very last one I use. So this is the one we just opened now. So what I'm going to look for, I'm going to look for this is how it will appear. Many times this is how it will appear for you. So what I'm going to look for, you can see the effect. The person that designed this did some effect. So what I'm going to look for is this particular one. You can see this one, how it looks like. Place your design. So I will double click on it. It will open a new page for me. I will say no, I don't want to use this this thing. I don't want to update the font. So I'm going to hide this one. This is where the text is. You're only going to replace the text. So I will close this eye. For those that use Photoshop, we've been learning Photoshop. So I'm turning off the layer. Then I'll go to file here. You can see file here. Then I'm going to pick place embedded. This place embedded under file. So I'll place embedded, and I'll go to the file that I exported. This is a spark. So I'll place it. Then it will come in here. You can increase it. You can increase it. Then another thing you can do, this thing is just linear, kind of straight. If you want to style it, you can click here. Look at this arc. You can click on this arc, maybe apply small styling on it. Yes, you can apply small styling on it if you want. You can apply small styling on it if you want. You can apply small styling if you want. Once you are done, you click OK. So I'm done with this. So after this, the next thing I'll do is just to click on save. So I'm going to save this. When I save it, it's going to take over this previous design that was here. It's saving now. So it's going to take over this previous design that was here. And this is what I'm going to have at the end of the day. I have my own. So the next thing to do is just to uh, close this background. I don't want background. Then let me on the background first. You can see text. This PSD text effect. I'm going to turn off the layer. That one is gone. Then I'm going to turn off the background. It's off. Sorry, my boy is here. Pardon me. He's in the recording room with me. So this is it. So um I've turned off the background, I've turned off the text. I only want to export this alone. If you open this FX, this is like effect. You can see there is this border here. You can turn off those border if you don't need it. Like that black one, if you don't need it. There is shadow if you don't need shadow. It can only come like this if this is the only thing you want. And you can allow the shadow, you can allow this black depending on what you want. So if you don't want shadow, if you want shadow, you can add shadow. If you don't want shadow, you can just export it like this. So let me try to export. So what we'll do, you go to file, you say export, quick export as PNG. So I'm exporting this also as PNG. That's why I turn off the background so that I will just have this as PNG. Right? So Spark, let me Spark 3D. Spark 3D. So okay, I believe it has finished exporting. So let me just go to here. You can see how quick it is. Look at it here. I'll copy it, then I'll head back to my design. I'll head back to my design. Look at, I have this now. I have this now. Mind you, the text effect I'm using, this one and this other one, they are not the same. So it's just that I love this one. That's why I'm picking it. So just imagine this is where we are designing. So just imagine this is we where we are designing. Okay, let me make my three okay, let me change this to inches. So inches 4 by 5. So okay, I'm changing the background to 4 by 5. So let me double click on this. So let me assume this is what I'm designing with. I showed you about this crop. So you can crop this SS. You can crop this. You can also crop this. So this is how to achieve this type of text, yes, in your design. So you can decide to add your background. Let's go over here to Pinterest. You can decide to add your background. Decide to add your background. So let's pick up a background to work with, maybe. So let me pick up this. I'll drop this by the corner. I want to use it for styling. That's why I saved it. This type of backgrounds, I love them because this is what we use for styling. All those light effects you see in design, like this light effect you see around the design, this we use backgrounds like this to style. So whenever I'm searching the internet and I see a background that I like, I'll just save it for this purpose. Okay, I think of recent I've been doing plenty designs. Let me just pick up this for instance. So okay, I want to use this. Let me place this in the background. Many times how this thing work, when you are using this, is good to use this a text that will blend with your work. Like this one now is having a blue feel. Using blue background will not work for me. It's not really going to work. So let me go inside here, this work. We reduce this P. I'm centralizing. Let me go to my effect and then hue saturation. Let me go and change the color of this background. Let me see if I can have purple. Okay. Let me see if I can have purple. Let me reduce the darkness. Okay. So before it was blue, now we have it as purple. So that is just by the way. You can decide to take away uh, this blue shape, and I told you the border, you can remove the border. And even in the surface, you check the surface, you can see you can remove that blue. Yes, you can remove the blue and just have the spark like this. So let me export this alone. Spark 3D2. Sorry. Stay on place. So okay, this is the second one. You can decide to pull out the second one. Okay, so this is what happened. Okay, let me copy this. Okay, this is it. If you see, I removed some part of the border. I just want only this to appear like this. I don't want the blue effect around it, but the blue effect is actually why I love this, because it's beautiful. That's why I picked it. So but if you need it like this, you can just modify it on your own and then use it. So this is one way of doing this. And even as having this, let's say you are bringing the second one, you can decide to, by bringing the second one, let me crop this, reduce it a bit. Okay, you can pick this one now and then go to your effect. Look at blurry effects, Gaussian blur. Hey, Gaussian blur. You can decide to use our Gaussian blur. Okay, let's not use Gaussian blur. Let me use. Come on, sit down here. Sometimes you see text like this that is kind of in motion, so I use motion blur. And, okay. So let me go back. Okay, let me just use transparent too. Let me say I'm using light. Put it up here. You can decide to add extra effect by yourself. This same 3D, you can see extra effect that I'm adding to this work just by bringing that 3D, and I select transparency. I change the blend mode. There are different blend mode. Yes, there are different blend mode you can use to just fine tune your work. There is no one pattern of designing. What work for you may not work for me. So what happen is that you tend to come up with your own styling and then make it simple. And yes, you make it simple and fine tune your own and make it work for you the way you work. So this is where I'll draw the curtain to an end for this 3D test effect. I don't want this video. You can see I just added a new effect. So this is glowing better. So it's just for you to come up with your own style and then make this thing work for you, right? So in the next video that I will be dropping, the next video is it will be a continuation of this. I want to keep them short so it won't be a long video. So the next video is roughly going to be on styling some of the effects we see. Like if you look at this flyer, you see this rough surface. Many persons will see it, but how do we achieve it? So I'll just guide us on how to. You see this rough, you see this light ray, then you see this type of light ray around this work. You see something like this. So what do we do about this? I know I've been saying it in course of, you see this, the texture, the feel. Yes, this feel, the texture. Only you can do it. And there is something I've not still taught us, how to blend all this type of imaging into our work. So I will do it in the next video, which is our styling. You can see this styling. Yeah, so we'll do that then in our next video. So basically this is that for our 3D effect, right? I believe it's something every one of us can do. Don't forget the website where we came from, freepik.com. So just go here, search. You can search by, you look at this one, I use silver. So you can go and search gold. You can search any one you want. And there are tons of them, many of them. There are many of them. If you go to next page, there are many of them that you can literally get and use for your designs. Yes. So look at this. You can use them for your designs and beautify your work. There are a whole lot of them. So just go here. Don't forget, look for PSD. PSD is specifically for Photoshop. So when you download it, you open it on Photoshop. Then when you go to Photoshop, what you are looking out for is what I showed you. This one that say place your design. So when you double click, it's going to bring you to this. Remember what we had was this. Then we now brought in our own. So you close the eye of this and bring in your own. And then boom, you have your test at the end of the day. So look at this. Wow. Look at this. There are many of them. So just go. I want to really be keeping our videos as simple as possible. So I believe this will explain to you better. So you can go here, download any of them you want. Yeah. So if I just see 3D test effect without specifying silver, you are going to see more. Look at this. You are going to see more of this. Look at them. More of this. I love this too. Let me get this. I think I'll use it for a walk. I love this. So you can just come here, download as many for free and use them to fine tune your work, make your work more beautiful. So yeah, you can download as many as possible and use them for your work. Yeah, so this is it. So some of those test effects you see in people's design, this is the cheat. Yes, this is the cheat. So you can come download, fine tune your own and make your own much better. So you can see there are many of them. There are many of them here. Okay, so we'll wrap the class up here for this particular one. So the next video I will share with us will be on finishing and effects on your work. Finishing and effects. I love this too. Let me get this. I'll use it for a work. I'm just checking if there is. Okay. So this is like one of the secrets that most designers will use. So we are sharing it here for free on Impact Media School for free. So many of us, it's possible you are just shouting or screaming that wow. So if you are in that position, so welcome to the club. This is how we cheat some of these things in design. So let's wrap it up here. Thank you so much for your time. Don't forget to share this video. If you know you've not subscribed to this channel, don't forget to also subscribe so that we can have more persons partake of what is blessing your life. So I remain your brother Chukwuma. God bless you. Thank you.